Hi everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button down below and join me here. Today we are in the midst of Collectionmas. So for 24 days in December, I am featuring a different collection every day. For those who haven't been a regular viewer of my channel, I have quite a vast collection. So I am choosing a collection a day every day for 24 days. Today I am doing my entire Hermes collection. So whereas on other days I will be featuring a specific type of bag and just showing all the bags that I own in that, or a particular canvas perhaps, today I'm doing my entire Hermes collection because I can get it done in a single video. I won't be doing my SLGs because that will literally take forever, but I am certainly going to do all my bags, which are up behind me, and I'm also going to talk about my bag charms as well, because I have some very pretty ones that can be a little bit hard to get. So I will be featuring all of those, and I have my reindeer ears on. If I do this, they shake. Let's kick off my Hermes collection for Collectionmas 2022. We'll see if it goes into next year as well. All right, so let's start with the bag charms, and then we'll work up to the bags behind me. So the first bag charm I got at the Petite H event in Sydney. So these are all made from offcuts of other pieces that have been made through Hermes, and I chose this one. So it's a little gingerbread man, which is apt for Collectionmas, I feel. So here's this color on this side, and if I turn him over, he's a different color on the back, and then the tie on him is made from silk scarf offcut. So Hermes do these pieces often. They have a sustainability program where they do these Petite H collections and pieces, and they then sell them. So they tend to be not as expensive as other things in Hermes, and they are most certainly much more limited. So if it's not a one-off piece, it will be one of very few. So that's my first bag charm. And then let's move on to these ones. So I got my little, this has a name, but I cannot think of it off the top of my head. It's like a zebra horse, really. And then it's got the pink accents in it, which I loved. So these came out this year, 2022, I want to say. And there was a bit of a craze for them. So everybody wanted them, and I was lucky enough to get one. And then I've got my PM Rodeo all black with a touch. So the saddle on this one is croc, and yeah, it's just the black rodeo, but he's very cute. And then we have, so I've got two Pegasus, and one of them is the MM. So this is the MM Pegasus in the framboise color with, I think this is Rose Sakura, and what was this called? I can't think of it off the top of my head now, but they come in three colors. So my all black one is an exception, but generally Rodeos and Pegasus come in the three different colors. So that's the MM size, and then I also have the same one in the PM size. So if I hold them up next to each other, you can see the difference in sizes. And they do a GM size as well, but I don't own any of the GM size. But I loved this framboise color, so my sales associate worked hard to get me all the ones that he could in the framboise color. I also have this one, which has been a recent addition. So it's a little notebook, and it is actually functioning. You can open it and write on the pages. And as a stationery freak, I love little books. So I definitely wanted that one. And I also have, of course, the little shopping bags. This one was a gift from Hermes. I want to say during COVID, they sent out random gifts, and this one was a gift from Hermes in Sydney. So the orange, because I don't do a lot of orange. Anyone who watches my channel regularly is going, oh my God, it's orange. Yes, it is. I didn't choose it. It was a gift, so of course I keep it. I did choose this one. So this is the same shopping bag, but in the framboise color, of course, so the pink. So I have both of those, and then I have the little poodle in the shearling. He's so cute. Now we're coming into summer here in Australia, so he's probably not going to get a workout until next winter, but he is very cute. I do adore him. So I got that one as well. And then I have two very special pieces. So I have, this is my first one. This is a Kelly charm in lizard. So this is in black lizard, and you can see they've used the silk as the tie for that. I think it's very cute because it's even got like as if it's got a twilly on it. So yes, this is my Kelly charm in the black lizard, which are very rare in exotics. You don't see them a lot. So that's the first one. So hang on, what's it called? Sack Kelly Twilly. There you go. It's a sack twilly. It's a Kelly Twilly. So there we go. And then my other one, which I love and I was so excited to get, is my little Kelly doll one. These it was just a free-for-all. Everybody wanted these because they're so cute. I mean, to have a Kelly doll bag, oh my God, it would be just amazing, but they are so rare, so expensive. I don't think I'll ever see one in real life, let alone own one. So this was the next best thing. So when these were coming out, I was at my sales associate, please, 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 if they come in, can you grab me one? I would love it. Please, please, please. I begged, and he delivered. So I was super impressed that I managed to get one. And they do actually open. So you can actually put things in them. And they open and close like any Kelly does. It's just a baby version of a Kelly. But he is so cute and I just adore him. So yes, that is my Kelly doll Twilly. The closest I will ever come to having a Kelly doll bag. So they're all my bag charms that I have. I have lots of Calvies. I have lots of Bastiers. I've got wallets. If you want to see my Hermes SLG collection, please let me know in the comments down below. It's certainly something that I can do even into 2023. But today for Collectionmas, we're just going to do the charms, which I've already done. And now we're going to get into the bags. So let's start the bags. Okay, so my first bag is this one. So I bought this at the Petite H event in Sydney, the same one where I got my gingerbread man, and I saw it and I was like, that's cool, I really love that. So it's got this shadow Birkin on it. So these are all made from recycled materials, so things that they've used to make other bags. So the leather comes from offcuts, the canvas comes from offcuts, and they put it together to make a bag. And I loved this size. I thought it was brilliant for work. I thought it was just a great big tote bag, essentially. Now, this bag was not as expensive as an Hermes bag usually is because it is that part of that Petite H collection, so it's recycled materials. So this came in, I think, from memory, it's like about $4,000. Yes, it's a lot of money. I understand that. But for an Hermes bag, this was really well priced. And it is an Hermes bag. So it came with a dust bag, it came with all the other bits and pieces, came with a big orange box, but it was just much less expensive. So it's got a pocket on the front, you can see just there, so you can put things in there, and then we open it up. Oh, and the back is also shadow, so there's another pocket there if you want to throw your phone in there. And then it is literally sorry, I've still got stuffing in it, a big open space. There are no pockets, no nothing else, just a big open space. But it's a brilliant tote. And see, there is a dust bag. It says Petite H on it, but it's the same dust bag as every other Hermes piece. So you still get all of those. But it's a brilliant, brilliant size. Sorry, I found a random sticker and we all know how I feel about that. But it's a great size. It's a crook of the arm bag. I can get it up onto my shoulder. It is tight, but let's face it, if you're taking it to the beach or you're carrying a tote of this size, that's not the worst thing in the world. So yes, this is my very first Hermes bag from the Petite H collection. Check them out. They have a whole section on the Hermes website for the Petite H pieces. So hop on and have a look, and I think you'll be surprised at the prices compared to normal Hermes prices. So make sure you check out those pieces. I've got a few. I've got several pieces. I've got ready to wear from them as well. And they are so much more reasonably priced than the normal Hermes collections. So hop on and have a look. So let's move on to all my other bags. So the very first bags I bought from Hermes Easter 2021 were actually these bags over here. So these are grooming bags. So I had seen a Heated Mess, who has a channel here on YouTube that I will link down below. She had bought this one, and she talked about how great it was with her children and taking them out and all the things you could get in it. Funnily enough, Hermes now do this style of bag in a baby bag. And had I had access to that when I was having my children, I would have bought it in a heartbeat, because these are fantastic bags if you have children. And I had a Never Full GM for my son, and this is much more practical than that. So if you're having a baby, then consider the Hermes baby bag that looks like this. It's very pretty, but also super practical. So I loved these bags. So these are grooming bags. So this is in the blue, and it has the orange accents, and they just open up. This pulls out completely. It's waterproof. It's hard wearing. It's a grooming bag. It's from the equestrian range of Hermes. So it is made to actually be used with your horses. So it will be hard wearing. And these are pretty reasonably priced at the time. I think they're about $5,000, which yes, is a lot of money. I understand that, especially for a grooming bag if you're going to use it for all your horse stuff. But in Hermes prices, not so bad. And I have used this with my kids. You can top handle it. It also has an shoulder strap, great for travel, fantastic if you're going out for the day on like a picnic or to the park. You can throw their water bottles in it, food, and you're not concerned about it. So these are great bags. So I have this one in the blue, and then I also got the grey, which is a little bit heavier because it is felt. So I don't use this one as much as the blue one, I've got to say, because the felt will mark, but still I thought it was beautiful, so I bought them both. So they were the very first bags I ever bought from Hermes. From there we go to my Picotins. So I have all 4 sizes of the Picotin. So this size is the Picotin 26. You don't see it very often. It is not one that people generally gravitate towards. They don't make a lot of the Picotin size 26. When this one came in, my sales associate knows I love big bags. So he rang me straight away and said, I have this. There's only 2 ever come in a year. Do you want it? It's gold on gold. And I said yes. So it's like all other Picotins. It's got the gold hardware. It's completely unfinished on the inside. You can see there, I do have an organizer in it at the moment because Picotins have no structure whatsoever. But I loved this big size. Oh, what have I done? Oh, there we go. I've pulled it through too far. So I loved this really big size, and they do just sit on the crook of your arm. So yes, in some ways not overly practical with the big size, but I love the slouchiness of it. It's super slouchy. So this is the Picotin 26. And then we have the Picotin 22. So this is one of the standard sizes. So the 18 and the 22 are the ones that you see the most of. This is in completely black ostrich. I love ostrich as an exotic. It is my favorite exotic ostrich. Although I have to say fox is fast going up my chain. But yes, ostrich, lizard, fox, these are things that I love. So this is completely black ostrich. You can see the dots there. And with this one, the lock is also covered in the ostrich, which is pretty cool, I've got to say. So it's also got an organizer in at the moment, and this one is finished, so it's leather on the inside, so it's not like the other ones that are completely unfinished. This one has a finish because it's a skin. So yes, this is my Picotin 22 in the ostrich. And then we have up here the Picotin 18, which is arguably the most popular size. People love the 18, and this is in the green vert something, but it's a touch because it has ostrich handles. So I feel like, did I unbox this on my channel, or was it just before I started my channel? I can't remember now. But this is the Picotin 18. It has palladium hardware, so the silver right there. And Picotins do have feet, if anyone is interested. Also unfinished on the inside. It's got that green, and then I've also got a organizer in that as well. So that's my Picotin 18 in the touch. So they call it a touch at Hermes because it's got a touch of exotic in it. So let's put that up there. And my most recent Picotin is the Picotin 14, or the Nano, or the Mini, whatever you want to call it. And these have not long come out. So we're not sure if this is going to be part of a standard range or not. And they only release them with the pattern. But the pattern is lots of little horseshoes. And I did unbox this on my channel. So you can see just lots of little horseshoes. And it's in the pink with the palladium hardware. And it's so cute. As far as mini bags go, this actually packs a punch. It holds a fair bit. So, and I could wear it with my outfit today. There you go. So you can get your phone in it and it's going to carry a fair bit. So it's not the most useless of nano bags. I have many useless nano bags. This one is not useless. And it's also, let's do that, completely unfinished on the inside. I don't have an organizer in this one yet. I don't know if anyone's doing an organizer for this one because it is so new, but I will keep my eye out and make sure that if one comes up, then I grab it. Maybe I'll talk to Handbag Angels and see if they want to make me one. But yes, it's a Picotin 14. So just to recap, 14, 18, 22, 26. That's how the Picotins work, and I now have all the sizes. I also have two Evelyns. So I have this one and this one. Oh. So I have one in black Clement's leather and I have one in gold Clement's leather. So this color is gold at Hermes. And they both have palladium hardware on them. So the Evelyns have, this is actually the back of the Evelyn, and it's got the H that's all in the, they're not cutouts, but hole punches, really. And I've got a purple organizer in it, so you can just see the purple coming through there. This is actually the front, and when I wear it, I do wear this as the front because I put my phone in this pocket. So that's the way I wear it when I wear it. And then the gold, you can see I've got a blue organizer in that one, so it's coming through there. But these are staples in my bag collection because they're great mum bags. So if I'm going out with the kids, we're going to the zoo or something, then this is a great bag for me because it's crossbody. And it's also pretty hard wearing, I've got to say. I don't have any problems with my Evelyns. I do actually love an Evelyn. I'm hoping to maybe get an Evelyn Mini at some point, the TPG, I think it's called. And I would like one in that size. This is a PM. They also do a GM, and I am very interested in that. But when I talked to my sales associate about it, he's like, we rarely see those. They are super rare here in Sydney. So, but keeping an eye out for it. So yes, I would love the GM and the TPG. feel like it's a phone company. Am I getting that right? But I do love my two Evelyns. So one in black, one in gold. You know what? I'm just going to put them down here. I also have in my collection a couple of clutches. So GGG. I never get this one right. I use it as a clutch. So it's in black and it's got the Python H in it. And my sales associate knows I like a touch. So when this came in, he said, hey, I've got this. Are you interested? And I said, yes. So these are just great evening clutches. So, it's essentially a wok without the chains. So it's a whoa. It's a whoa. It's a wallet. So they've got the pocket at the back, a bigger section, and then another pocket at the front. Really hard to see in black, Meredith. And then they've got this extra pouch that comes in it that's got credit card slots and a zip across the top as well. So they do actually get a fair bit in it for what it is. So it has a few parts to it, but I just loved the Python detail on this, which is why I took it. But really handy little clutch. I also have, oh, that's all going to fall over, my Constants on the go. I'm not a huge fan of the Constants. I don't want a Constants. It's not on my wish list anywhere, but I really love the Constants on the go. So this one is in croc. It's in rose, yeah, it's in this color. The worst thing for Hermes for me is the colors and the fact that I cannot pronounce any of them. I am so sorry. My sales associate just looks at me and he's like, what you mean is, and I said, yeah, that's what I mean. So this has a pocket at the back. I love this color. I don't do a lot of croc, but this color is just beautiful. And then you just lift up the middle part of the H and that opens it. And you have credit card slots on the back, a zip compartment, another compartment. So this is a wok. This actually is a wok. I use it as a clutch often, but it comes with a chain or a strap. It doesn't really go crossbody. It's very, very short as a crossbody, but which is why I use it as clutch. But if you're happy to wear it super high or as a shoulder bag, then you can definitely do that. So it is actually a wok, but I use it as a clutch because it's just so pretty. And it's got the two little needle points here. That's where the strap goes. And then you just push the H back into place to lock it. And that's what it looks like. So the reason I don't like the Constants is because of this H and because of how boxy it is, because you've got to like lift it to open it. So I can't do that without having it in front of me. So you've got to lift it to open it, and then it gets super scratched. The hardware gets super scratched, which we all know that doesn't worry me. I'm not particularly fussy if hardware gets scratched, but I just feel if you're going to use the bag a lot, it's just going to look terrible at the end. And for an Hermes bag, yeah, and for a quota bag, I've got to really love it if I'm going to pay that amount of money for it. So that's my Constants on the go. I'll just put that up there. Oops. I also have my Bleed. Oh, so this is my only Bleed. And I got this because I loved the colour. So it reminds me a little bit of the Louis Vuitton Alma. And I have several Almas. It has a strap that goes with it. It has... This is how it does up over here, and then the lock is currently there in the clochette, and I just love this color. I thought it was beautiful. It's this real greeny gray color. Vert Amande is what I'm calling it. I am sure I am actually correct on that one. And yes, it's a great size. I love this Bleed. I don't feel the need to collect a lot of Bleeds, but I do love this Bleed. So that's my Bleed. And then I have the Ruly, and this is in Rose Azalea. So this is my Ruly with the silver hardware, and you just open it up, it's just a flap, and this has a strap, which once again, if you're going to wear it crossbody, it's going to be super high. And if you're fine with them, that's cool. You can actually double this up and wear it as a short shoulder. You can wear it as a long shoulder. So it does have a little bit of versatility to it. It sets up not dissimilar to my Pochette Matisse from Louis Vuitton. So I've got a pocket at the back, and then there's two sections, and then there's a pocket on this side as well. So it's not dissimilar to my Pochette Matisse, it's just a different size. So it sits somewhere between the normal size Pochette Matisse and the East-West Pochette Matisse. So if you're like me and you like those bags, then this is definitely an option for you from Hermes. So this is the mini Roulis size. It does come in other sizes. It's not a quota bag, so it can be easier to get. In Sydney, everything is hard to get. It doesn't matter what kind of bag it is. A bolide is hard to get in Sydney. So Sydney notwithstanding, the Roulis is really a great bag, I've got to say. I actually really love my Roulis. I love all my bags from Hermes. I really do. And they are actually quite functional. So the mini Roulis is definitely one to check out if you like that style of bag. But you don't want to spend the earth or wait for a Constance. It is a little bit different to the Constance. I don't find it, so it's still boxy. It's got that shape, but it tends to be more pliable. So it's not as structured as the Constance, as I guess is what I'm saying. I also find this flap way easier to use than that H-lock, which drives me nuts. So yeah, check out the Roulis if you're after something along those lines. So that's that one. I'm making a mess now. Okay, let's get into my quota bags. So I have 3 quota bags. So I have my Birkin 35 in the black Togo leather, and this is my special order. So you can see it's got rose gold hardware, which for Hermes is almost gold. It's very hard to tell the difference. When you see them together, you can tell that the true gold is super yellow. This one is less so, it's more pinky. So this is the rose gold. And mine has the very pink interior. So you can see on the clochette that it has the pink interior, which is why it's a special order. So that is my black Birkin 35. Which I have done a whole video on, and I will link that down below for you guys. Oh, and then we have my Birkin 30 in the framboise color, because this is my favorite color that Hermes have done. It's just this beautiful, beautiful pink, and it has palladium hardware on it. And this was my very first quota bag, so this was my first offer. And I had literally been shopping in store for only a few months, and I said to my sales associate, I knew this color was dropping, and I said to him, I love this color. This is the color of my soul. I need to own this color. If I were ever to get a quota bag, I would love a Birkin 30 in framboise with the palladium hardware, and lo and behold, here it is. So I was lucky I got the exact specs that I wanted for this, and I love it. I use this a lot, I've got to say. So that's my Birkin 30. And then my most recent quota bag, which I have only just unboxed on this channel, and I will link that video down below as well for you. I will link all my Hermes unboxings for you down below. I have my Mini Kelly in the black box calf, and this is my most recent quota bag, and I love it. I just adore it. Look at it. It's so cute. So this is in black box calf, so it's shiny. It's a heritage leather. It will scratch. You do need to be careful with this. Yes, it would be much easier to have it in Epsom, but it does not have the history that the box calf does, nor does it have this shininess to it, which I love. And it has the palladium hardware as well. So for me, my first choice for hardware will always be palladium, followed by rose gold. I do love the pink gold, and gold hardware for me comes last. I wear white gold and platinum jewelry far more than I wear yellow gold. I do actually own a lot of yellow gold jewelry. I just don't wear it anymore. I much prefer my platinum and white gold jewelry. So yes, that's why I will generally gravitate towards that. So they are all my Hermes bags. They are all the Hermes bags that I have in my collection, and obviously I also threw in my bag charms. I have not done my SLGs. If you're interested, let me know in the comments down below. I can do a video around my Hermes SLGs, but I do own quite a few. If you have liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. I would love to have you here. Collectionmas is continuing. There are many days of Collectionmas, so make sure you are here for it. A collection a day, every day for 24 days. Okay. Please come follow me over on Instagram. I will throw up my handle for you. I put lots up around my collection. I post in real time. I give you a heads up when videos are going up. So please come follow me over there. Wherever you are in the world today, I hope you are having a fabulous day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.